Okay, it's Friday, March 15th. I was going to have this all mixed down before I kept going, but figured I may as well show you how I mix this thing, and we'll just kind of go through and get this thing mixed a little bit. I'll probably do 10-15 minutes on this, just to give you an idea of what we're going to do. So let me get started. So the first thing we're going to do this kick dry. Remember what this sounds like. Alright, so that's kind of cool. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to go a little more into it this time. So what I originally did is I took some top end off, and let's see what else we can do, if we can make it even better. So I think we can take some stuff off around here, so we're going to do a low cut here. Let's do it about 24, and what we're doing is we're listening for a frequency, so I'm going to solo this frequency here. And we're gonna way up in the air here. Way up, so can't really hear anything there, so let's just bring it back down to normal, and let's see. See, that takes a lot away. It takes some of the rumble away. Let's go right about, just try it in here. Okay, next thing we want to do is see if there's any frequencies that we don't like. So what I like to do is I like to get the Q going really high, and then let's do this. We'll go up here, and we're going to solo this, and we're going to listen for anything really nasty. Alright, let's see here. I don't really hear anything that's terrible, so let's just, for now, let's just not do anything with that. Okay. And we had the compressor on there, and we're going to keep the compressor on there. So we got that. So what we may want to do is, let's maybe, I was going to do the eventide, but let's do maybe some saturation of some sort. So let's see what we got in here. Let's do, I do have something good from waves here if I remember right. Let's see here. Oh, you know, we can try, let's try this. We're going to go to soft tube, and we're going to try the saturation knob. I don't use that one very often. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I don't use it more often. Okay, so let's play it and play around with saturation here. Okay, that's distorting it way too much. Let's try that. That sounds kind of cool. Okay, so let's just leave that as is, and now we'll go to the wet kick. And remember what we did with the wet kick is we did the same thing. Actually, we're not going to do anything with this because I like the way it sounds, because we put the Greg Wells piano thing, which we're not using for piano, using it for drums, and the Moger Foger, the low pass filter. Let's see what that sounds like again. Well, that's fun. Oh, the cutoff maybe. Okay, let's play around a little bit more here. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Let's put them together and see what we get. Well, that's kind of fun. So we'll keep those panned down the center because it's going to be quote unquote some sort of kick. And then the last one we're going to do here is the kick with the filter freak on it. See what it sounds like by itself. Let's just put the dry with this one. third one in, it might be too much. I don't think it's too much, but I'm going to go ahead and just turn this thing way down because I don't want them to overlap too much. So that's kind of cool. So let's just leave those like that for now. Main kick, we're going to go ahead and keep it in the center as well. Remember, this is the heartbeat. And my wife told me I was old on the last video I made because I referenced Don Johnson, and she's like, nobody's going to know who that is. And yeah, that's true. That's true. I am old, and yeah, I'm Gen X, so yeah, Gen X knows who Don Johnson is. For you youngsters out there, watch Miami Vice. It's a great show. Okay, here's the kick. And on this kick, if I remember right, what we put on here, we put the SSL, we put an EQ, the decapitator, and vinyl. So let's go ahead and do that again, just with the SSL. And I'm going to put it back to center, and let's just remix it a little bit here. Everything's going to be back to default. Okay, everything's happy, back at default, I think. All right, you're back at default. Okay, here we go. All right, take the vinyl off. That's going to screw everything up if we keep the vinyl on. Well, hello. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop the heartbeat here, the kick, so we don't have to keep hitting start over and over again. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got some go. Okay, you know what? Let's do 4, otherwise it's going to drive me crazy, so let's go up here. Alright. I'm taking a little tiny low end out, and then let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna go to the high here, right around 10K, and see what it sounds like. Alright. Yeah, so I took some of that out just because if we're going for a kick and we want the, Coldwave kick, then we're going to do that. Take some of the high end out because we don't really need the sparkle and shine up there. Let's do this. This is the high mid. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to take a look right around 4 or so, 4,000. Let's see here. I'm going to boost it first. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's take some away. Makes it too dark in my opinion, so we're just going to leave it as is. Okay, so we're going to do that, leave that there, and then put decapitator back on, and we'll do a little better setting on decapitator. So this down here, I don't know if you can see it, but these are different consoles, and you'd have to look in the manual for the different consoles they emulate. The whole point of this is that you just click and listen and do your ears instead of looking up the console going, oh, that's an SSL, oh, that's a Neve, or that's a Midas, whatever. You just click the button, and then you go off your ears. Makes it a lot more intuitive. So let me go ahead and just play this, and I'm going to play around with these down here. That's a little much. Ooh, I kind of like that, but I kind of like, okay, so between A and P, so let's listen to A. A is a little darker. Let's see a P. Alright, so with P, let's make the tone a little darker down here. Brighter. That's not good. Okay, so let's do this too. Let's cut some of the high out of here. Kind of like that. Let's go back to A one more time. Nope, P it is. So we're going to go with P this time. And the vinyl, let's take a look at the vinyl and see what we can do with that. So originally we had the vinyl on whatever setting this is I put on here. Let's see what it sounded like. Takes a lot away from it, actually, that sound. I don't mind liking that so much, but I would want to, let's take the lo-fi off, let's take the wear down, let's see here, let's take the gain down, okay, we're going to take everything down, what the hell, heck, oh hell, that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see here. So 30s, 50s, that's not good, 60s, let's go 70s, ooh, again, I like the 80s, I think, probably because I'm biased with the 80s. Okay, kind of like what we're doing there. We're going to go to lo-fi. What RPM are we at? We're at 45. Let's go down to slower and see what it sounds like. Let's go up to 78. 45 sounds best to me. Let's put some scratches in here this time. No, that's no good. Way too many. Let's try the warp. Electrical noise we don't want. Let's put some mechanical noise in there. Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, let's do that. We'll keep that in there. So now what we're going to do is we want to play these 3 to 4 together and see what they sound like. Make sure we're not clashing anywhere. So let's start it right about here. I guess we could duck that a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it for now because I kind of like them going together. The snare. I mean, the only thing I can think of to do the Phil Collins snare is to make it even more reverby. So let's take a look here. What do I got under the EMT? So this is what it sounds like with everything on. Oh, yeah, that's beyond awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do here, let's just try a different reverb out. So I'm going to turn this reverb off, and let's find a cool reverb. I know I've got a ton of these in here somewhere. No, that's not doing anything. Let's see here. Let's try, you know who's got a really good reverb? Logic's actually got a really good reverb. And everybody does their plugins differently. Mine are not really a mess, I wouldn't say, but for some reason I know where they're at for the most part. So let's try this thing here. This is one of Logic's things. So we want a big, big one. So let's start off with a preset just because we can. Deep 80s drum set. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see what it sounds like. Alright, so, ooh, wow, okay, this is going to be interesting. So we got 100% wet, because we're doing a send, you don't want the dry signal, because we already got the dry signal. Let's see what it does, and we'll tweak it. That's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. Really not as fun as I thought it was going to be. Let's make it bigger. Really not that fun. Let's go farther back. Wow, that's just really not doing much for me. Oh, hi, it's because I'm not soloed. No, really not doing much. Let's see here. Yep, I don't like that. Thought the drum set would be cool, but it's not. So let's do you know what we could do? Let's try one more here. Let's try big space. Ooh, look at that. A Collins gate. Hello. We've got Phil Collins gate. Okay, let's see what this bad boy sounds like. Oh, that's beyond awesome. Loving it. But screwing the gate up, so if we're going to use that, we're going to have to switch the gate around here. So pull the gate up. Let's take a look what's going on here. So you see that's not doing anything to the gate, so we want to make it so it activates the gate here. Ooh, geez. That's kind of cool, but let's bring this down. Kind of fun. Okay, so this filter I want to bring down a bit. That's better. I'm going to make it 12 dB per octave. Gives it a little steeper filter. And what is it doing there? Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So, got different reflect. Okay, mono maker. It's kind of fun, actually. I really haven't played with this one a lot, so let's try it again. Let's just do this. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. So now what we're going to do, we're just compare the two. So I'll put the other one on now. The other one sounds more natural, but this sounds so 80s. The Collins. Well, the only way to tell is to see what it sounds like with everything on. So let's give it a try. Let's put everything on here. And here we go. Try that one more time. I'm going to solo this out again. Well, this is not working well now, is it? Okay, there we go. Alright, let's listen to it one more time. Yeah. I like everything on there except for I would like to, let's see here, on the Sheps, I want to add a little more of this, I believe. Try some mids. I've already got the mids here. Let's add a little more mids. Let's try the highs. It's a 12, so let's try the highs here. Okay, I do like that. Let's do this too. So I'm going to use Universal Audio. Where is it at? LMM. There we go. This thing is awesome. Okay, so this is awesome. So this is the Maggie Q4, and it's pretty awesome. So what it's got here, it's got this thing called an airband. So you're going to go up here. We're going to start at 40, and we're going to crank it. 40, you can't hear 40, but let's see what it does. It'll add some sort of, it might add some more high end somewhere. Let's see here. Let's go without it. With. I kind of like that. All right, so we got that. Cool. All right, let's ignore these things here. Let's go to the bass, and let's do some stuff with the bass. Alright, so the bass sounds like this by itself. Okay, so it's got a good sound to it. Let's do some cleanup here. Let's just use this, our buddy here, Fab Filter. I've got this at Q. I've got the Pro Q2. The 3's out, which is awesome, but I've still got the 2, which I'm perfectly fine with. So, best thing to do, let's just hear what it sounds like. Right here. Let's go ahead and take some of this off. Take some of the high end off, just a bit here. Where are we at here? Okay, that's kind of cool. Bottom end, I know I'm not going to do anything to the bottom end right now because I'm going to do something else. I'm also going to compress this thing. Let's do a compressor first. What compressor should we use? Oh, you know what we could use? So we got a cool bass going here. It's not really huge. It's not like a techno bass or anything like that, so I don't need to have a compressor that just, knocks it to death. Let's try. Let's try the DBX. That might be fun. All right, let's see what this thing does. Okay, so let's start off. Oh, I know what we're gonna use. We'll try this first, but let's try compression. Start at 4 to 1. See what it does. That thing really kills it. Okay, that thing really killed it. So wrong one. So let's try this instead. We're going to go with one of my favorite ones that I've really liked for the longest time is the Distressor. It's really cool. Alright, let's do this. Let's start off with 4 to 1. Let's see. Let's get the. We're just going to turn it all the way down and see what it does here. Okay. Put a longer attack time, maybe longer release. I'm going to change the ratio here, so let's change it up to 6 to 1. 10 to 1 is going to get into the opto compressor range. Too much. Let's nuke it. Nuke doesn't work. Alright, that's kind of cool. Let's try one more. Let's go with the CLA 76, which I really like. You can't really go wrong with a CLA, or I'm sorry, this is the CLA version of the 1176. Once again, it's really cool. So let's start off with 4 to 1. 8 to 1. Alright, I'll put all the buttons in. Cool. All right. All right, last thing we're going to do this thing. We're going to put a thing that is always good for bass, in my opinion, and it is called the sausage fattener. If you haven't seen this, check it out. Dada Life has it. They're a cool band, and they came up with this plugin. They've got another one, too, that's really cool, so watch what this guy does. So I'm not going to turn it up because it'll blow the speakers, but watch what he does. If I turn his fatness all the way up, he gets angry. Now he's happy. Now he's angry. Now he's happy. He's got this, so let's go ahead and just add a little bit here and see what we get. Okay, without. With. Cool. All right, I think that's cool. Let's listen to it. Just listen to it from this part here and see what it sounds like. I mean, everything's still. I haven't panned anything really, but this is going to be more of a rough type of mix, and it should sound pretty decent. Here we go. Cool. Okay, so that's kind of a rough mix. That's how it's done. And please let me know if you have any questions. I'll get this posted, and I will make another video soon. We'll do some more instruments. Have a great weekend. Talk to everybody soon. Bye.